Hi guys, and welcome back to Movies That Matter with the Viking. And you probably remember a few weeks ago when Robin Pattinson did an interview and he said he wasn't really working out that much or looking at his diet. The internet kind of went ape shit. People like John Campion went ape shit. And I was trying to tell you guys that, look, Robin Pattinson, his humor is very different. He likes to play around, he likes to be funny. And I also told you, he's a fucking class actor. He is brilliant. You should watch his independent stuff like Rover, Lost City of Z, Good Time. He is a top-notch actor, completely different from his Twilight days. Those films are nearly over 10 years ago, guys. So definitely check out some of his independent work if you're still questionable about his acting qualities. And look at the Lighthouse film, especially. And look, he got a lot of shit because people are saying that he's not taking the character seriously. Look how big Ben Affleck was. Look, Ben Affleck was big because he needed to be that big for the role. He was playing an older Batman. He was fighting Superman, for God's sake. We don't know what kind of Batman this Robin Pattinson incarnation is. We don't know how he moves. We don't know how he fights. We don't know what kind of fight scenes are in the actual film. Is it going to be more in tone of Zack Snyder? Is it going to be more in tone of Chris Nolan in terms of the way they do action? I think it'll be kind of somewhere in the middle. But people have been giving him shit. And I'm like, come on, he's a good actor. He was my first choice after Ben left. But the thing is, I'm okay now to an extent because we're getting Ben back as Batman. We're getting Robert. We're getting two Batmans in 2021. So just enjoy the ride and be happy. But he did a recent interview with Men's Health in the UK and he says that he's working out 5 to 6 times a week for Batman. That doesn't sound like someone who is just taking it easy. 5 to 6 times a week. He's pushing boundaries and building up to a point where he can do justice to the physicality required. So that's what he said recently. And look, I believe him. I do. I think he knows the importance of this role. It's Batman. Look how big he got as an actor when he was just playing in the Twilight films. Batman is like a whole new level of fandom of people who are interested. But 100% he will take this seriously, and his acting will not be the problem of Batman. His performance will not be the problem in Batman. The only thing I can see being a problem is if Matt Reeves can't get the character down, if he can't get the story down to the way that he wants, which I'm sure he will. Look at his Planet of the Apes films. He's a brilliant director. He's going to pull it off also. The process of him getting in shape for the Batman is making him feel stronger physically and mentally, and I'm sure that can help for his acting also. If he's working out so much, if he's trying to get a little bit bigger, trying to get a little bit toned, I'm sure it's going to help him kind of get in the zone for those Batman fight scenes or those Batman just acting scenes, you know. So he's working out a lot. He's taking this seriously. He is. I hate people throwing him so much shit. Look at actors like Ben Affleck when he was announced. People threw him so much shit, but he turned out to be unbelievable. He also had this to say: any actor will go through periods where they'll hesitate and question whether they can live up to a character in a script or the expectations that go with it. You look at the true warriors of the superhero genre: Hemsworth, The Rock, Downey, Evans, and wonder if you're putting yourself in the wrong place. And yet, having spoken to a few, I know everyone is nervous when the opportunity comes about. So look, he is taking this seriously. He understands the pressure that's coming with playing the Batman. And look, no offense to Chris Hemsworth or The Rock or Downey, but their characters are big. They're big known characters, but they're nothing on the level of Batman. So he has to even face more pressure than any of these guys ever. And especially coming off of Ben Affleck's Batman, which is regarded as the best Batman of all time, and then coming off Christian Bale's Batman. This is a lot of pressure for him, and I'm sure he can take it. I'm sure he can. He will put off a brilliant Bruce Wayne, a brilliant Batman, I'm sure, in 2021. I'm sure Matt Reeves will do one. Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, Paul Dano. You know, it's a stellar cast, and I'm absolutely looking forward to it. And I have no doubt, Robin Pattinson is taking this seriously. Of course he is. He's one of the best actors working today. Speaking of Zoe Kravitz, which she will play Catwoman in the film, she goes, when he's wearing that costume, he's Batman. It's interesting. You really don't get used to seeing Batman walk past you. He's wonderful. He's really wonderful. So she has seen Robin Pattinson in the actual Batman suit. So they have shot scenes where she is probably in the Catwoman suit outfit and he is in the Batman suit. So she said he looks the the part. You know, walking past her, she said it's unbelievable. So I can't wait. That gets me excited. So they've already shot some scenes with the two of them together. We know that 25% of production is shot. Of course, the coronavirus came and it killed that for a while, but it's supposed to be coming back on July 6th, to presume shooting in the UK. So that's good, and hopefully by the time DC fandom comes by, there might be a virtual panel of Matt Reeves, of Robin Pattinson, of Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, Paul Dano, maybe a few others, and maybe we could see the very first footage of the Batman. If they get back in July and start shooting scenes, I'm sure by the end of August they would have, or by early August, it's 22nd, yeah, at the end of August, I'm sure they'll have some sort of trailer or sneak peek, a little bit better than the first one that we got. So that should be enough time. And what could they do in a month? Another 10%, 15% of production in a month or so? I'd say they could. So definitely, I'd say we can pencil in August DC fandom. We can get a first look at the Batman. Zoe Kravitz also talked about her catsuit. She goes, "It's funny, I didn't really think about how difficult it is to make something like a catsuit original. Like, how do they reinvent the jean jacket, you know? But Jacqueline Duran, our everything costume designer, is just a genius." It was cool to be part of the process, because sometimes with films this is big. It can be very much put this on, stand over there, say this. And Matt Reeves is very much about process, the whole thing. Designing the suit began with conversations between me, Matt, and Jacqueline. We kind of birthed this thing together, and there are references to the year of the comic we're dealing with. It's cool. If this COVID-19 pandemic lockdown hadn't happened, it would have already come out by now. I love it. And I wonder what she talks about. Maybe they would have released a video just like they did with Robin Pattinson's Batman. Or maybe she's talking about set photos. Maybe people would have seen it out in the public and things like that. It would have already came out because she was going to shoot some more scenes outside. But maybe she was more referring to the one that we got to see with Robert. And I liked the first look that we got to see Robin Pattinson's Batman. It was very mysterious, the red, the score, and I can't wait for the score. I'm drawing blank on his name right now, but he did Lost, the TV series, one of my favourite shows of all time, and the music in Lost is absolutely extraordinary. So all these comments from Robert and Zoe get me very excited for the Batman, and I absolutely can't wait. So Robin Pattinson is working out. He is taking the character seriously, guys. Don't believe all the clickbait articles or the people who just hate Robin Pattinson because of Ben Affleck leaving the role. But Ben Affleck is back to an extent. We get to see him in 2021. We get two Batmans, so just be excited. So Kravitz, I'm sure, will be great as well. We get to see a look at her. And I'm sure in August, the DC fandom, we will get our first official look of the Batman film. So I can't wait. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on Robin Pattinson's comments, on Zoe Kravitz's comments. When do you think we'll get to see the film, the first sneak peek? Also, it's coming back on July 6th to restart shooting, so that's good. Let me know, guys, in the comments. Like, subscribe, come follow me on all the social medias. And until next time, guys, stay positive.